another rough patch?
Well, for one thing, the Boobs episode, and then that really, really bad one.
That was such a catastrophe.
Yeah, catastrophe. Wow.
That's what I would call it. Not on your part.
Oh,
but
just like the public response
Yeah.
to it?
I think the worst part was the fact that people actually liked that vlog.
Yeah.
Like, that was just
With what?
so bad.
What,
All the stuff against it.
the response, yeah.
To what video? Which one was it?
The boob video?
The boob.
Where I did who like has real boobs versus fake boobs based on like the 10-inch rule and stuff.
How
The chin to
awkward would that have
nipple,
been?
butt crack on chest, inflated breast.
How awkward
I
was
have
it
not
researching
seen that
for
episode.
Like,
Oh, that was
no.
super raw. Oh,
like you were searching up, your Google searching pictures of boobs for your video.
that was like the only time I've actually like done like really sketchy, scandalous. Like, I mean, I always do like sexy nerd girl or whatever because I'm like, yeah, I need one of those. But that was like the first one where I'm like, okay, I'm getting into like parts where I'm really uncomfortable.
What about the
looking at
third
this.
one, like the Guile one?
What?
What about the Guile one?
Oh, the illusion of guy.
Yeah.
That was another one where it was like, yeah. After the first two episodes, where all the comments were like, I like the butt part, I like the boob part. And I'm like, okay, well, you want a butt boob episode? Here you go. Let's see how many times I can throw it in.
And nobody watched that episode though, right?
No one watched that. Well, I mean, at this point,
I watched it.
right? Okay, there was a handful of people, but people watch videos about games that they know, you know.
Right.
So it's for every Illusion of Gaia episode, you need like 4 Super Mario videos or Assassin's Creed. Okay, so the boob episode was a low. I'm curious, what was the other low point?
When you got Joker's diagnosis wrong.
Hey, it was totally right.
No, it wasn't.
What?
Hold on.
They cleared that up in the comics. They diagnosed it.
Right.
Yeah, and that author said that was that author's diagnosis.
But he's not.
It's a theory.
Okay.
Right?
It's a hypothesis.
It's my exit strategy for everything. Oh, you have a theory, okay?
Gaming conjecture.
Peace. Yeah,
Okay.
gaming conjecture.
More recently, the Final Fantasy episode.
No, the Final Fantasy
No, that
episode was
was-
great.
It was great, but let's not. I'm sure you made a lot of people angry.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
there
oh,
was
yeah,
a
no,
bunch of
absolutely.
like Christians down in the comments like, what are you talking about?
the
Hating on religion.
That was a great video.
Organized religion.
No, that's one of my favorites actually. But
Like, they're all great videos. It's just rough patches are fan response.
where people rough patch then would be Sonic the Hedgehog, where everyone's like, "Rah, Sonic is awesome."
Well, you did the Sonic episode.
Oh man,
Sonic
that one.
is just bad.
How? He's not bad.
It wouldn't have been so bad if you didn't say Mario ran faster than Sonic.
Hey, the numbers don't lie, you know.
I don't know.
Defying aerodynamics.
He's just letting him win.
Two twin legs.
around with him. It's like I love it though. Like I always say, not that like people ask me this frequently, but I say a lot. Like I'm so impressed and like so thankful for the fan base that the show has because. Yeah, there are like rough patches, like you said, but for the most part, like people are engaging in thought-provoking discussion in the comments, whereas a lot of it's, a lot of other channels, it's like first bro fist, hello.
It depends on what site you're looking at. If you're looking at it on Screw Attack, buy new shoes.
Yeah, right.
If you look on YouTube, you won't see anything.
Nike Air Jordans, $9.
This video was interesting. By the way, Air Jordans. Or like it grabs like the top like 5 words from like the
Have
penny
you
comments.
looked back at older videos?
Oh yeah.
You can't find a real comment.
No, because they're all spam comments.
Like,
I know.
okay, one time I found 20 pages.
Are you
worth of
kidding
spam.
me? Oh my
No,
God.
actually, I think it was 30.
I'd like to say more impressive than the number of pages is your like dedication to finding out just how deep those spam comments went. You're like Air Jordan. Did you buy an Air
Have
Jordan?
you ever
afterwards?
clicked on any of those links?
I have not actually.
Oh, it's impressive.
Is it?
They have quite a few Air Jordans. They'll
Really?
probably do that.
Are the prices great? I hear the prices are great.
So.
Did you ever buy one?
Are you sure they're Air Jordan but not Air Jordan?
You're feeding the problem. problem. You are the problem.
I was really like, I want to go and get a prepaid credit card, like
and just like
and just buy it.
No, but most of those sites won't accept prepaid credit cards. They want the real.
they want your info, man.
I thought we got.
By the way, I appreciate that you're named after a really deadly poison.
No, it's my gamer tag.
Oh.
The only reason I chose that as my tag is I was watching something on the History Channel back when they actually had history. And they were talking about like the best kills, like it was like top 10 kills of the KGB.
Yeah.
That wasn't the actual name of the show, but
That would be a good YouTube video.
But so they're talking about this one guy who defected to England and they needed to kill him before they gave all the information.
Yeah.
And they stuck like a tiny granule of rice into the tip of an umbrella and
then
shanked him in the ankle.
Right?
What the
And I
fuck?
was like, oh, it's 70 times more lethal than cyanide. Cool, that's my gamer name.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I first heard about ricin from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Castrian. Yeah.
Now, I got a question for you. A serious question. What is your take on the Anita Sarkeesian videos that are so badly researched and are utter garbage?
well then, if I support them.
No, that's my opinion, man. I'm interested in your opinion.
Yeah, no, and actually, well, if you want to talk more about that sort of thing, you should come to the Overthinkers panel tonight.
Oh, when is that? Wait,
9:30. Is that
Am I on that one?
8:30? I don't know.
I think it's
You're now.
It should be on the schedule.
Am I on that one?
Wait,
But yeah, you're in that one.
Okay.
wait, you're gonna be there?
Yeah, it's me, Bobby Chips, Goomba, Ronnie, and I'm hoping Jen Sterling will be
God,
there.
it sounded like the cast is a Sopranos mixed in.
Right.
Well, maybe Frankie the Fish, Jimmy Tiny.
I wasn't gonna go because I thought it was
Tiny
just a
head.
game overthinker panel, but now I.
Yeah, no,
What?
yeah, overthinking it. Probably not the best thing.
Either way,
I
that's
don't.
it.
I don't.
But no, it's a bunch of us, and we're getting. It's basically just like a bunch of the guys who like do the overthinking shows.
Yeah,
and
I'll see if I
like-
can.
Yeah,
I'll see if I'm
absolutely.
doing anything.
But we're gonna hopefully talk about stuff like that. As far as like those videos go, though, I think her message is important, and like
No, I'm not saying like
Yeah.
there's no place for feminism. It's just that the things that she's saying
Yeah.
don't seem to be anything based in like reality.
Mhm.
Even we're talking about the video games in
Right.
general. It just seems like it's just her whining about patriarchy and like saying, "Ooh, video games are bad," and I want to whine about patriarchy,
Yeah.
and then get yeah.
I think ultimately what it boils down to is like I think the videos have a good message and talk about interesting concepts and things that do exist, but the problem is they exist outside of just video games. And so like
Well, she's done videos outside.
right, I know, but by framing it solely just like this is a video game, like the reason she's getting so much hate is because she's attacking like a very like defensive market. And so like had it been more general and phrased along like, hey, video games have this problem, but so does TV, but so does storytelling across all of history.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like it's more about like Western culture in general.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, it can be reflected.
Yeah, and so like on one hand, I understand, as the Boob episodes demonstrate, sometimes you have to be inflammatory to
Make a
point and get attention and stuff, and I understand that. It probably would have been a more pleasant experience for her had she not just like targeted at video games solely and more addressed kind of.
Oh, but she just throws the victim card down every time. She's like, oh well, I have to disable ratings and comments because of the trolls.
Yeah.
When I made a comment about TV shows, I had to disable ratings and comments because of the trolls.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have the courage to your convictions and go up there, you've got to take the heat.
Yeah, I do agree with I think that disabling the comments, while she would get a lot of like hateful comments, and like everyone gets hateful comments, like
It also shuts out constructive criticism.
yeah, exactly.
Does
And I think
4chan like do trolling campaigns on her and stuff? Because that
Do
sounds like
they?
something that because like if you're gonna like get a bunch of beef
That's
artists
what
in
I've
there, I could imagine why.
Yeah.
It's not just people being jerks; it's about like 4chan, like actively coordinating.
yeah, I mean, and that makes sense. Like that makes. And
I'm not sure if that's the case though, but if that is
Right.
kind
They
of.
also the internet to like all like the negative comments. They'd only be like a really tiny minority, and then you see all the people like Kickstarted her just like get back to those trolls.
Yeah.
Be like those would be most of the comments.
Yeah, I think at this point, like, and whenever Ronnie and I were talking about this morning, like anytime that you put something up in a public forum online, it's gonna get hate. Like I do a Portal video with Did You Know Gaming, and like half the comments are like, this guy's voice sucks. Never ask it back, and it's like, really, my voice? But and it happens, and you have to kind of learn to tune those out. But try not to stifle the conversation that those videos do promote.
The only reason why I really mad at her is she's talking about, oh, I want to make a whole educational curriculum, and given the scholarship of the videos she's made so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's inflammatory, and it's it's focused, but also trying to make a point.
Yeah, do you think she's trying to be inflammatory, or do you think she's just not that good at?
I think that's a good question, and I think that's a fundamental question to ask.
But the thing is that she's essentially doing what Fox News does to their base, throwing the red meat out. Oh, women are victims. Women are victims of the patriarchy. Blah 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 blah. This is why men suck. And the thing is that she sold her videos to her target market. She puts it out there as, oh well, this is public education. But it's really just, giving meat to the base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's, I'll say this, like...
Oh, is this being recorded?
for what those, what the videos are, Game Theorists are trying to have a site, right? We're trying to, get a site off the ground. And, I'd love to have her and her stuff, on the site to prompt that sort of discussion. Because it's definitely a discussion with and also, but the other fundamental problem with it is, the economics of things, too. It's gamers are buying this stuff, so why should video game companies have to make changes? So it's...
Oh, yeah, I mean,
it's the libertarian principle of that,
she's essentially saying that, you should make the video games I want you guys to make, but I want you guys to put the bill and take all the risk, and,
No, and it's true, and I mean, we'll talk about that tonight, too, where I think a lot of the industry's problems at this point, or the issues that they're dealing with, is it's so expensive to... I mean, it's this issue that, the movie industry has now, it's this issue that, theater has right now. It's it costs so much, and it's such a huge capital investment to make a Broadway show or a video game or a TV show or whatever, that there's such a pressure to turn a profit that everyone's afraid of doing something new or innovative, and so you end up with Spider-Man the musical, or or Mary Poppins the musical, or Call of Duty version 55, called something else.
We added a dog. Revolutionary. 2006.
Or Dead Space becoming more action shootery than survival horror. There's such a press to capital. Let's rehash Mario again instead of reinvent.
Did you hear that? I think it was Miyamoto and them saying, "Hey, just because we released a whole bunch of sequels doesn't mean we're playing it safe." And,
right? Yeah.
And I'm
really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wii U sales are down. Zelda, go. Samus, go. Use your power.
Nintendo uses Samus. It's super effective.
Yes. I like the sample though. Right.
They're usually about 1 or 2 games per system.
Right.
Well, what was the name of the asset that used to run Activision Blizzard? Who was just we want to exploit our gamers every year. Yeah, that's what his name. Bobby Kotick. When he's just talking about want to release a new Guitar Hero every year. Release a new, release a new Blizzard, World of Warcraft expansion every year.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey man, if the demand's out there, we gotta exploit it.
Yeah. Well, that's the tough thing too. It's quality games and quality ideas take time.
Yeah.
And I know that that doesn't jive all that well with the need to turn a profit frequently and stuff. But it's part of the reason why I can't release Game Theory on a weekly basis, because if I did, the quality goes down.
No, and not only that, but one of the things that's really nice about your show is that you do the research, or at least
I pretend to know. I make it seem like I did.
Well, or at least you can put a cogent argument that seems, on its face to be, valid and sound.
Right.
As opposed to other people that are just yeah, this is what we think. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, peace.
I had a question.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, they get that much. Sure.
No. That's the whole point of her videos. It's whining, bitching, and complaining, and giving meat to the, to her base.
Except she does it much more in kind of a textbook way, mirroring. But sometimes her opinion does find its way in there, especially with the in the first episode.
What's up?
I like your grumpy cat face.
Yeah, all this this optimistic crap.
You're able to turn your frown. Turn that frown upside down.
Yeah, but oh no, there's
Oh shit.
channels on YouTube that have done awesome refutations of her two